All right. Hi, everyone. Um, Welcome to our summer session of EDSE 535. We will be online this semester. I have a split screen going on, so I'm going to reference our syllabus while we're talking, and hopefully this will give you some information about what to expect this summer in our course. Just to kind of break down the syllabus, and if you want to follow along, you can do that, or you can just listen and kind of reference it later. This is a summer course that is online. I will not be in the office regularly, so if you do need to talk to me, it's important that you reach out via email or Canvas. You are more than welcome to give me a call, but I encourage you to call my cell phone because I will not be in the office regularly. The best way to reach me is either through Canvas or through email. If you look at the breakdown of our course, you'll see the College of Education mission and the conceptual framework, which I think you've probably seen before. There's a blurb in the course description, and we're going to be focusing on collaboration, consultation, communications, as well as looking at transition services for students with disabilities. So the course is broken down into kind of two main sections. We'll talk about the collaboration piece first, and within that collaboration piece, we'll also touch on co-teaching. And you'll notice that your book is actually a co-teaching book, but it has a lot of really good ideas about collaboration and about opening up the dialogue for conversation. So it is a co-teaching book, but we'll be focusing on the kind of collaborative pieces of that. And then we'll go into transition. Everything that we'll be using for transition will be online, articles, websites, those sorts of things. So you can see the goals and objectives listed on the syllabus. The textbooks are also listed there. There is one for paraprofessionals working with teachers, as well as the co-teaching books, and you only need one, either the primary or the elementary or the secondary book. You don't need both. And I strongly encourage you to make sure that you have access to or you own an APA manual, since that will be what we will use for this particular course. Going through, I just want to kind of break down some of the expectations. It's really, really, really imperative that you are consulting Canvas on a regular basis. If you are not checking Canvas, then you are missing information. That is the only way I have to communicate with you, through Canvas and email, and everything we do will be housed there. So please make sure that you're checking that daily. Every other day, but you have to have access. If you're having any difficulty with your email, with Canvas, anything, please let the help desk know immediately so it doesn't become a problem and then you get further behind. I'll give you some websites that we'll be looking at, and those will all be embedded in Canvas as well. Some policy-ish kind of topics. First is late work. I do not accept any late work. Everything is due on the due date that's indicated. The due date for everything in this particular course will be on Sunday nights at midnight. 11:59 is when I set it. So you have to have it submitted to me by Canvas at 11:59. And not only do you have to have it there, but if you try to make a submission after that time, it actually disappears. So there is a cutoff for all submissions. There are very extreme circumstances where sometimes students do need to have an extension. However, those are extreme circumstances and they're case by case. Should you be in a situation where you see an assignment coming and you're realizing you are not going to be able to submit it in time because of a medical reason, you've been in the hospital, you've been in some sort of accident, there's something major life crisis going on, you have to contact me ahead of time, submit an actual form that I will give you, and get prior approval from me. That all has to be done before the assignment is due. So if the assignment is due, it's after now the assignment due date has passed, and now you're requesting the extension, it will not be granted. So I'm just putting that out there now. APA formatting, everything should be in APA, every single thing that you submit. Along with that, APA goes double space, 12-point font, 1-inch margins, and completed on time. I tend to grade things in Canvas, but PDF files tend to get kind of garbled at times when I try to grade, so please submit in Word rather than PDF. Everything that I do has very explicit directions, so if you consult the assignment information either on Canvas or in the syllabus and check the rubric that goes with that assignment, you should earn all your points. But I do use the assignments as guidelines, and so you should as well. As always, organization, punctuation, spelling, all that is really important, especially at a graduate level. You must give credit where it is due. If you are citing information, make sure you have your resources and you're citing appropriately. I cannot say enough that direct quotes should be used sparingly. You should be synthesizing and summarizing your information as opposed to directly quoting someone else. At this point, direct quotes should be used rarely, if ever, because you should be able to synthesize and summarize on your own. There's some classroom demeanor information about using first-person language, respect for one another. You know, we'll be doing things online quite frequently, including discussions, so it's important to make sure that we're still giving those same components to our peers as we would into a classroom. There is a course outline, and that includes the assignments and due dates. So if you look at the syllabus, there's essentially 3 columns. There's a date column, and that tells you what week we're in and what day that particular week ends. There is a class topic column, which tells you what we'll be talking about, and then all of the readings and assignments are due, when they're due, those are in the right-hand column. I try to put anything that's due in bold to make it easy to find for you, so hopefully it is. You will notice that the weeks are pretty heavy. You have to remember this is a 16-week class that then gets condensed into 10 weeks. So you essentially end up with some of your classes, some of your class periods being 1.5 weeks worth of work because it's so condensed. So take a look at the class topics outline, the due dates. Let me know if you have any questions. I note on there that you should review corresponding PowerPoints. Sometimes I give you just so much extra information. There may not be an additional PowerPoint because it may just be repetitive at that point. I try to find different sources of information so that you don't have to sit and always watch my PowerPoint, although I try to put something up for you just to kind of reiterate the important components. Everything will be listed on Canvas. If you go into Canvas, your home page should be the page that says modules. If it's not, then click on modules because that's all you need to see. I often have students who go into the file section. Do not go into the file section. I tell you this because I import my courses from semester to semester, and what happens is I refine the courses, I get rid of some things, I use different rubrics, I make them better, but all of those old pieces of information continue to be imported, so they're sitting somewhere in that Canvas site even though I'm not using them. So I can deactivate them or hide them or even try to delete them, but they oftentimes just kind of sit in the file section. Don't go into files. You can go into files. Don't use anything in files unless it's on that module page. I list everything you need week by week. So every week, everything you need is right there. So there's really no reason to kind of go anywhere else because it's all on that very front page. So take a look at that in Canvas. There is an evaluation grid talking about the different assignments that you'll have. There's a couple transition assignments, there's a collaboration assignment, as well as some interactions and reflections on Canvas. You do need to interact twice on Canvas to earn your credit, and those are all listed there. The assignments are also listed on the syllabus. As we kind of move towards each assignment, I will make sure that all the information is loaded into Canvas. So again, if you go into Canvas under the assignment section, you will see there are specific directions for each assignment. Two of these assignments are partnered projects. There's a transition interview and a case study. So you will be doing those with a partner, and I will give you a chance to sign up with your partner on Canvas. I'm having you do some introductions, so in case you don't know other people, you can just reach out and email them and say, hey, I liked your video, nice picture you posted, or I don't have a partner, would you like to partner? So you'll find people that way through the introduction. So just know that there's 2 partner projects that are due. You will do a resource guide for transition services, the discussions on Canvas, which will happen weekly and be based off of our readings. You'll do an interview with someone who provides transition services, then talk to a partner, compare your information, and then come up with one paper that you'll submit to me. You'll do a collaboration project where you'll do some reflection about opportunities you've had to collaborate, and then you'll also do a transition case study, which is going to be kind of the transition plan using case study information. So a lot of that is already outlined on the syllabus, so you can see that information as well. The honor code is listed. Please abide by the honor code. You can pledge your work right in the Canvas comment section. That works for me. If you have a disability, make sure you've gone through Office of Disability Services. Let me know that information. If you're not comfortable with email, send me an email. We'll have a conversation over the phone, but I do need that documentation if that's what you need to provide to me. Campus does have a writing center. Emergency information, we shouldn't have any weather-related issues. We are online, so even if campus is closed, we continue on. And I think that's pretty much the end of the syllabus. So if you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully just kind of hearing a little bit about the course get you remotely excited about a summer course. I'm looking forward to this particular course. It's one of my favorite, and I think that you will also find it helpful and interesting. So take a look at the syllabus and start looking for the modules on Canvas. They'll be populated week by week. Week 1 is up and running, so all you need to do is start working your way through week 1 and make sure that you submit all your assignments by 11:59 on Sunday night. Have a great week, and I look forward to working with you this summer.